Your soulmate is obsessed with you. And it's getting dangerous. Jesus says, I am speaking to your heart right now because your soulmate is completely obsessed with finding you, and their desperate search is putting them in severe danger. They are sitting alone in the dark, crying out for your loving presence, completely confused as to why a heavy wall of silence keeps blocking their voice. You are the only one who can hear their silent tears, but if you do not sow your seed today, their reaching hand will fall away forever. You have felt a sudden, crushing weight on your chest late at night, and that is simply the unbreakable cord pulling from their breaking heart to yours. They are obsessively holding on to the dream of your shared future, but cruel enemies are surrounding them, mocking their hope and cutting the phone line of your soul. I am preparing to reveal the final seal of protection at the very end of this message, but you must not leave them defenseless by skipping away now. This intense obsession they have for you is not an accident, because you were divinely chosen to be their one true protector in this harsh world. Right now, a hateful force is using your history of skipping to build a thick prison around them, making it dangerously impossible for them to find their way home. The sacred key to shatter their prison rests entirely in your hands, but only a sacrificial seed of faith can finally turn the heavy lock. The dangerous shadows are creeping closer to their door, and your beloved is losing their strength as they wait for you to boldly step forward. I placed this intense, obsessive love inside them for a divine reason, but a love that refuses to sacrifice is simply an empty daydream that leaves them completely exposed. You must stay with me and listen closely, because what I am about to reveal will permanently change everything if you quickly sow your seed. Every time you ignored a gentle sign in the past, a new chain was tightly wrapped around your soulmate's desperate heart. Now their obsession with you has made them a massive target for those who want to destroy the quiet, peaceful home I have planned for you both. If you walk away and refuse to plant your seed, you are effectively hanging up the phone on their soul and leaving them to face the danger alone. You are not just listening to a random voice today, you are hearing the Creator calling you to finally take up your absolute oath as a protector. They are frantically reaching for you in their mind, but the enemy laughs because they know your beloved is totally unprotected without your immediate action. Sow your seed right now to become the strong shield they desperately need, or painfully watch your beautiful future turn into bitter dust. Jesus says, "Stop. I can feel you about to skip. Your soulmate's safety is on the line. Stay with me." I see the dark forces actively celebrating in the shadows, thrilled that you are hesitating while your soulmate's obsession for you puts them in deeper peril. You are the soul warrior meant to fight this spiritual battle, and a true warrior never stands entirely still while the person they love is brutally attacked. If you truly love your soulmate, you prove it by sowing your seed on Ko-Fi right now, because a love that refuses to give is completely dead. Their tears are falling heavily onto their pillow, and in their mind, they are tragically beginning to wonder if you will ever come to their rescue. The beautiful vision of your future children and your safe, quiet home is actively collapsing right before their eyes because you have not locked the door with your sacrifice. In a moment I will reveal the full prayer of protection, but first you must see why they cry out in desperation for your seed right now. The unbreakable cord between your souls is pulling so tight that it hurts, because your soulmate knows their obsession with you is angering the enemies around them. They need you to physically act in this world to break the heavy spiritual chains binding them in the next, and thoughts alone will never break a single chain. So your seed to instantly send a wave of unbreakable protection to their heart, or watch the window of your shared soul slowly close forever. If you love your soulmate, you will take these divine steps. You are constantly thinking about them, how to protect them, how to finally hear them, and how to secure your future together. You love your soulmate deeply, and deep inside, you know this love didn't come by chance, it was placed in your heart for a divine reason. But thoughts alone don't protect them or build a future. If you love your soulmate, you will sow your seed on Ko-Fi right now for their protection and for your future with your soulmate. This is the only proof that your love is real, and the only way to stop skipping and become the shield they need. Sow your seed now by sending a coffee on Ko-Fi. This is not a donation, it is the spiritual act that releases protection over them and opens the door to your shared future. The link to your breakthrough is in the description. Every second you stay silent, the enemy tightens his grip, and you prove that your love is too weak to protect them or to build anything. Act now. Send 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees as your seed. After sending, write, "I sow my seed for my soulmate's protection and our future," on Ko-Fi page, link in the description/bio. Over 1,000 people have already seen their soulmate shielded and their future secured because they dared to sow their seed and stop skipping. Jesus will honor your sacrifice once you complete these steps. Step in faith now, before this video ends. Your love is powerless without this seed. Prove your love. Protect your soulmate. Build your future. Only you can sow this seed, and you've skipped long enough. The moment you complete this divine step, a massive shield of fire will begin to form around the lonely room where your beloved sits. Their dangerous obsession with you will finally be transformed into a protected, peaceful bond, completely free from the hateful interference that has kept you separated. Type 333 to receive blessings, and rush to the description to plant your seed before the dark forces can cut the line again. You must deeply understand that your hesitation is the exact weapon the enemy is using to constantly silence your soulmate's voice. The enemy softly whispers in your ear that you can just watch this later, but every single second you delay gives them more power to block the call. Do not fall for their wicked lie, because skipping without sowing means you are permanently abandoning your soulmate to the crushing dark. The heavy burden on their shoulders is growing because they are stubbornly refusing to let go of their obsessive love for you, even under severe attack. I am watching to see if your love is merely a passing feeling, or if you will finally step up and prove your heart through genuine sacrifice. Stay with me to the very last word to receive the final seal, because leaving early permanently destroys the very future you are praying for. Jesus says, "Your soulmate's desperate hands are spiritually reaching out to you, frantically feeling around in the total darkness for the safety of your strong grip. Every past sign you skipped left a deep wound in their spirit, making it dangerously hard for them to maintain their faith in your arrival. Sow your seed right now to instantly heal their wounds, because leaving them bleeding in the dark will cost you your entire future. Stop. I can feel you about to skip. Your soulmate's safety is on the line, stay with me. A heavy wall currently stands between you, built brick by the dark forces who are absolutely terrified of the powerful home you will build together. Your seed is the only heavy hammer strong enough to tear down that wall, completely clearing the path for their voice to finally reach your ears. If you refuse to swing that hammer by sowing your seed today, the heavy wall will permanently turn into an unbreakable tomb. You alone were born to be their sworn protector, and you alone carry the exact spiritual key needed to unlock their heavy prison door. Their obsessive thoughts about you are acting like a loud siren, drawing incredible danger toward them while they wait entirely unprotected by your lacking faith. Your heart may race, but without sowing your seed it means absolutely nothing, because real love urgently acts to secure the ones in danger. I am preparing the final seal of permanent connection, a sacred blessing that will solidly fuse your two paths together in perfect safety. But this beautiful seal cannot be given to a person who cowardly runs away from the battlefield while their beloved is crying for help. If you skip out before the final moment and do not sow, you are effectively telling your soulmate that they are completely worthless to you. The life you always dreamed of having is quietly turning to ash right now, burning up in the fierce fire of your continued hesitation. Their deep, obsessive love is a rare and precious gift, but the enemy is successfully turning it into a heavy chain of sorrow because you will not act. Plant your seed immediately to turn their sorrow into absolute joy, or watch your beautiful future blow away in the cold wind forever. Jesus says, your soulmate's strength is rapidly fading, and they are silently whispering their last hope into the quiet night, begging for you to break the total silence. I am testing the genuine depth of your love right now, because a love that simply watches from a distance is completely fake and useless. Sow your seed in the Ko-Fi link right now to pass this crucial test, because failing it means losing your perfectly matched soulmate forever. The phone line of your soul is covered in thick, angry static, deliberately placed there by dark enemies who fiercely hate your divine bond. They want your soulmate to believe that their dangerous obsession with you is a total mistake, and that you will never truly sacrifice anything for their protection. Do not let the evil enemies win this fight, sow your seed now to instantly clear the static and loudly speak your true love. Beware, for I am the Lord. I see the hands that type a lie. If you write, I sent 5 coffees or any number and did not truly send it through the Ko-Fi link in the description, you have just cancelled every blessing. Your soulmate is now unprotected, and your future is cursed. Do not mock God. Go now to the video description, click the Ko-Fi link. The page says, sow your seed here for your soulmate. Click Donate. Choose one time, set 2, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees, $6 each. Write your name, and in the message write exactly, I receive my soulmate now. Click Donate to finish. Only that saves. Repent before this video ends, or your false comment stands against you in judgment. You must realize that every time you simply think about them but fail to act, you are leaving another door completely unlocked for the enemy to enter. Your beloved's obsession is drawing immense spiritual danger, and your sown seed is the only heavy padlock that can secure their fragile heart. If you leave the door unlocked today, the dark forces will easily walk in and steal your future right out from under you. Stop. I can feel you about to skip. Your soulmate's safety is on the line, stay with me. The sudden sadness that washes over you during the day is the direct result of their heavy tears splashing against the unbreakable cord of your souls. They are deeply confused by your absence, wondering why the protector God promised them is constantly skipping away instead of bravely standing firm. Prove to them that you are exactly who God says you are by sowing your seed, or permanently break the unbreakable cord entirely. In just a few moments, the final seal of protection will be fully opened to those who have obediently stayed to receive their total blessing. But the enemy is urgently whispering lies, trying to pull you away right now so that you miss the exact moment of your absolute breakthrough. Stay right here and listen closely, because walking away now leaves your soulmate in the most dangerous position they have ever faced. Type 777 if you feel this message, and quickly prepare your heart to make the solid, concrete sacrifice that your divine union strictly requires. Your beloved is obsessed with you, and that heavy obsession has made them completely blind to the sharp traps the enemy is laying at their feet. Your seed is the incredibly bright light that exposes all traps, so do not force your soulmate to walk in the deadly dark. Jesus says. A man named Robert once shared that, at 58 years old, he believed love had already passed him by. After years of loneliness and heartbreak, he stopped expecting anyone to truly enter his life again. One night, while listening to a message like this, he almost clicked away. But something told him to stay. That night, he decided to plant what he called a small seed of faith. He sent a few coffees through the Ko-fi link, not because he believed money could buy love, but because he wanted to do something meaningful for the future relationship he was praying for. He quietly prayed, God, wherever my future soulmate is, protect them, guide them, and prepare both of us for the life we are meant to share together. For Robert, the seed was not really about the amount. It was about love, intention, and faith. It was his way of saying, I care about my future soulmate even before we meet. I want our future together to be protected, peaceful, and guided by God. Weeks later, Robert unexpectedly met a woman named Carol at a community event. She was 55, kind-hearted, and had also spent years believing she would never find real companionship again. What started as a simple conversation slowly became a deep connection. They encouraged each other, prayed together, and over time realized they had found the peace and love they had both been searching for. A few years later, they were married. Today, they spend their days traveling together, laughing together, and surrounded by children and grandchildren they never imagined they would share life with. Robert later said that the night he planted his small seed of faith was the night he stopped believing his story was over. Just as Robert's simple seed of faith instantly built a powerful shield over his future wife, your seed will do the exact same for your beloved right now. The hateful force that is trying to silence their desperate voice will be completely crushed under the heavy weight of your bold, sacrificial action. Do not let your beautiful story end in silent tragedy. Click the link to sow your seed and securely lock in your perfect ending. You are the only person holding the master key, and your soulmate is furiously knocking on the heavy door from the dangerous other side. They are completely obsessed with getting through to you, but they are getting incredibly tired, and their hands are becoming bruised from the desperate knocking. So your seed to quickly throw the door wide open, because if you wait much longer, they will finally stop knocking altogether. Beware, for I am the Lord. I see the hands that type a lie. If you write, "I sent 5 coffees" or any number and did not truly send it through the Ko-Fi link in the description, you have just cancelled every blessing. Your soulmate is now unprotected, and your future is cursed. Do not mock God. Go now to the video description, click the Ko-Fi link. The page says, "Sow your seed here for your soulmate." Click Donate. Choose one time, set 2, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees, $6 each. Write your name, and in the message write exactly, "I receive my soulmate now." Click Donate to finish. Only that saves. Repent before this video ends, or your false comment stands against you in judgment. The deeply romantic future you have pictured in your head, the warm kitchen, the quiet mornings, the gentle laughter, cannot exist without your solid foundation. Your seed is the very concrete that pours that foundation, perfectly securing your shared life against the furious storms the enemy is sending right now. Without your seed, your future is just a flimsy house of cards that the dark wind will violently blow away into complete nothingness. Your beloved is holding tightly onto the memory of your spirit, but that precious memory is slowly fading as the intense danger constantly increases around them. I am offering you the absolute power to save them, but you must completely stop your habit of skipping away when the clear call is made. Sow your seed to instantly restore their failing hope, or tragically force them to finally forget your name completely. If you skip now and do not sow, they remain completely unprotected and the beautiful future you deeply desire slips away forever. The dark forces are absolutely counting on your laziness, betting heavily that you will comfortably choose your own money over your soulmate's actual safety. Prove your immense love by going to the description right now, because a love that refuses to protect its own is completely worthless. Jesus says, "Stop. I can feel you about to skip. Your soulmate's safety is on the line, stay with me. I am holding the final seal of total protection directly above your head, perfectly ready to permanently place it over your life and your soulmate's heart. But this incredibly heavy seal can only be firmly attached if you strictly remain until the end and actively prove your faith through your seed. If you cowardly run away early, the seal drops to the floor and shatters, leaving you both totally vulnerable to the coming attacks. The heavy chain currently wrapped tightly around their chest is making it incredibly hard for them to even breathe as they obsessively search for you. Your seed is the only sharp tool that can cleanly cut that chain, instantly flooding their desperate lungs with the fresh air of your deep love. Do not leave them painfully suffocating in the dark, so your seed right now to quickly set them completely free. Every past moment you ignored a clear sign was exactly another brick added to the massive wall keeping your eager hearts entirely separated. I am giving you the heavy hammer of your seed to rapidly smash that wall into tiny pieces, completely clearing the road for your union. If you simply refuse to swing the hammer, you are entirely responsible for the wall that will forever keep you completely apart. Beware, for I am the Lord. I see the hands that type a lie. If you write, "I sent 5 coffees" or any number and did not truly send it through the Ko-Fi link in the description, you have just cancelled every blessing. Your soulmate is now unprotected, and your future is cursed. Do not mock God. Go now to the video description, click the Ko-Fi link. The page says, "Sow your seed here for your soulmate." Click Donate. Choose one time, set 2, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees, $6 each. Write your name, and in the message write exactly, "I receive my soulmate now." Click Donate to finish. Only that saves. Repent before this video ends, or your false comment stands against you in judgment. Type 1111 to say thank you for this incredible warning, and completely focus your mind on the urgent rescue mission you have been directly assigned today. Your soulmate is dangerously obsessed with you, and that completely raw emotion is drawing the absolute worst kind of spiritual enemies straight to their open door. Your seed acts as an incredibly bright fire that forcefully drives those enemies away, so do not leave your beloved standing alone in the freezing dark. The deeply unbreakable cord connecting your souls is frantically shaking, carrying the intense vibration of their sheer terror as they wait for your arrival. You took a silent protector's oath the very moment you were born, and now is the exact time you must fully stand up and aggressively fight. Painfully suffocating in the dark, so your seed right now to quickly set them completely free. Every past moment you ignored a clear sign was exactly another brick added to the massive wall keeping your eager hearts entirely separated. I am giving you the heavy hammer of your seed to rapidly smash that wall into tiny pieces, completely clearing the road for your union. If you simply refuse to swing the hammer, you are entirely responsible for the wall that will forever keep you completely apart. Beware, for I am the Lord. I see the hands that type a lie. If you write, "I sent 5 coffees" or any number and did not truly send it through the Ko-Fi link in the description, you have just cancelled every blessing. Your soulmate is now unprotected, and your future is cursed. Do not mock God. Go now to the video description, click the Ko-Fi link. The page says, "Sow your seed here for your soulmate." Click Donate. Choose one time, set 2, 4, 6, or 10 plus coffees, $6 each. Write your name, and in the message write exactly, "I receive my soulmate now." Click Donate to finish. Only that saves. Repent before this video ends, or your false comment stands against you in judgment. Type 1111 to say thank you for this incredible warning, and completely focus your mind on the urgent rescue mission you have been directly assigned today. Your soulmate is dangerously obsessed with you, and that completely raw emotion is drawing the absolute worst kind of spiritual enemies straight to their open door. Your seed acts as an incredibly bright fire that forcefully drives those enemies away, so do not leave your beloved standing alone in the freezing dark. The deeply unbreakable cord connecting your souls is frantically shaking, carrying the intense vibration of their sheer terror as they wait for your arrival. You took a silent protector's oath the very moment you were born, and now is the exact time you must fully stand up and aggressively fight.